good, y'all? This is Bossy, and here today we are here with another banger reaction video here today. And the title of this video is called SCP-2427, a thing full of stuff, SCP animation, bro. Look, bro, I haven't went ahead and reacted to an SCP video in a long time, bro. For those who are OGs, bro. As a matter of fact, the new views that are coming in are OGs anyway, but you know, whatever. But back in 2020, bro, most of my channel, yes, it was definitely a reaction channel, okay? It was definitely originally just I'll react to anything. But back in 2020 of last year, bro, I used to react to mostly SCP content. Like, no joke, bro. Like, I think for like the whole November of 2020, bro, October 2020, I was just reacting to SCP videos, bro. Honestly, bro. So, you know, fast forward to about a year later, and guess what I'm doing now? I'm reacting back to SCP videos, bro. This shit is quite hilarious, honestly. You guys told me that there's actually way more SCPs than there were before, bro. Y'all boys told me that there's over 6,000 SCPs, bro. I don't know if this is true or not, but if it is, bro, then holy smokes, dude. If this is an accurate, you know, statement I just said, type it down below in the comments, bro. Honestly, SCP-2427, I honestly don't know what the hell to expect with a title like this. So without further ado, I don't got nothing else to say, bro. Let's get on to the video. But first, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you get a notification of when I post my next video. And also do not forget to hit that like button as well, bro, for the YouTube algorithm. The more likes we get, bro, the more people will be able to see these videos, bro. So make sure you hit that like button as well, bro. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
We've all heard of the Led Zeppelin song "Stairway to Heaven."
No, I haven't.
A title that invokes the image of a stairway leading up to a land of peace and paradise. But where else could a stairway lead? To a dusty attic full of old photo albums?
Great games, by the way. Y'all boys should go ahead and play Splitgate, no cap, but just back up to
the upper level of a mall where the movie theater and frozen yogurt shop are neatly situated. Perhaps it leads to a rooftop with a beautiful view.
Also follow me on Twitch if you haven't.
Just maybe, a staircase could lead you to SCP-2427. SCP-2427, appropriately nicknamed a thing full of stuff, is an extra-dimensional area filled with a variety of unusual and anomalous objects. SCP-2427 can be accessed by way of a broken stone staircase located in rural Ohio. According to local legend, carrying a sprig of hemlock up the broken stairs will allow a person to emerge into a mysterious grass clearing that appears to be in a forest somewhere in the United States. No matter what time a person ascends the staircase, the solar time in the clearing will always be 2 p.m. You know how people say it's 5 o'clock somewhere? Well, it's 2 o'clock somewhere too, and that somewhere is here. The pocket dimension that is SCP-2427 is thought to have been a holding area for weapons, prisoners, and artifacts belonging to an ancient cult known as the Brazen Heart. Little is known about this relatively obscure cult, other than the fact that they worship the demonic entity Moloch, a known enthusiast of violent human sacrifice, and were previously thought to have been eradicated during the Spanish Inquisition. The existence of SCP-2427...
He just burned his nuts. Wait, hold on. Did I just see that? I saw that, right? Wait. Did I just see that right? Or did he just burn his nuts, bro? Wait, nah.
The Spanish Inquisition.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait. Nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You're just gonna have to kill me, bro. I mean, I get it. It's a method of torture, but anything but that, bro. He won't be able to have kids again, bro. That's tough.
The existence of SCP-2427
suggests
that they're very much not eradicated and are still active. They refer to these holding areas as attics, and though no confirmed members of the Brazen Heart have been contacted, it is considered possible that there are at least a handful of other attics hidden around the world. The Foundation has identified 7 anomalous objects inside of SCP-2427 so far, each strange in its own beautiful, though often terrible way. like snowflakes, if they were capable of killing or maiming you. The first object in SCP-2427, aka SCP-2427-1, is a seemingly normal fire hydrant. However, if you think there's anything normal about the items found here, then you haven't been paying attention. The hydrant is made out of lead, and when opened, it expels high levels of ionized radiation.
So wait, is SCP just like another universe or something like that? Because it just sounds like to me, bro, that someone just gets put in a genjutsu, to be honest, and all of the objects that's in the universe is SCP-2427, bro. Yeah, go ahead and tell
measurements
me.
of the radiation.
That's just what it sounds like to me. Everyone gets put in a genjutsu.
Hazardous to human health. One unfortunate member of D-Class personnel has proven that it is a high enough level to melt human flesh. Sorry about your face, Dave. The hydrant is currently contained within an electrified perimeter and is not to be opened.
Who the hell goes ahead and runs up and try to open a fire hydrant?
The last thing we need is another Dave incident. The second object contained within SCP-2427 or SCP-2427-2 is not actually an object at all. It's a building. Only on number 2 and we're already throwing curveballs at you. Trust no one. Surprises lurk around every corner. This particular building resembles a large multi-storied sanitarium built in the 1860s. Though it is clear from the outside that the building has or should have multiple stories, the inside is a different matter. Past the building's front doors is a non-Euclidean space consisting of a single floor and 3 sparsely decorated rooms with one central foyer. The first room is the holding place for SCP-2427-3. The second contains SCP-2427-4, and the third room contains nothing except scattered religious documents, bottled water, and a selection of canned food. No unauthorized staff are permitted to enter the building, in order to minimize complications or potential employee casualties. The first 2 anomalies on this list are hardly even strange by SCP Foundation's standards. Sure, the hydrant can melt your face, and the building defies the laws of physics and space, but that's just a regular Tuesday around these parts.
Oh, guess worse from here.
What else you got?
Well, at least the building itself doesn't actually murk you, you know what I mean? I'm thinking like if you go inside the building, it will collapse onto you or some shit like that. Or if you go in there, you just get burned alive on contact. Like you touch a wall and your arm just gets eviscerated. It just gets erased from reality or something. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking something more scary, to be honest, but I mean that's still obviously weird as fuck.
SCP-2427-3 is where things really get
oh no!
If you're wandering through
Okay,
the bowels of
I take back.
SCP-2427-2
okay, this is where it gets
long
bad.
turn into the first room, you will find yourself face to face with a startling sight. This entity is a combination of electronic circuitry, a cow's digestive tract, the hairless head of a human man, a hat rack, several lengths of garden hose, and an unidentified crystalline structure.
The hell is
this creature is extraordinarily fast.
The hell is this monstrosity? I just looked on my screen. How can I even fathom what the hell is even going on? Like his I don't even know. Like his body design has no rhyme or reason. Like what is the thought process of this SCP? Like what's going on with him, bro? Like his sculpture is just
structure.
His
this
design, like what
is
the
extraordinarily fast and strong.
That doesn't even make any logical.
Carnivorous tendencies and a very strong point of view on the world around it. Lucky for us, it is capable of speech and is able to tell us just what it thinks. Though this monstrosity doesn't have much of a right to pass judgment on anyone, cow intestine, body and all, it has expressed a violent hatred of all life that it considers impure. Anyone who encounters SCP-2427-3 experiences an overwhelming desire to submit themselves for judgment, allowing the creature to determine their purity. There is a rumor that if
I would just flee the scene, bro. I'm not gonna. I'm off this.
Wish granted.
I'm out of there.
Deemed impure, however.
And why does his head look like? Why does his half his body like a almond? It just look like a nut, bro. Like it just look like an almond or something. Like just this part of his body, bro. Like it just look like a peanut. Like what is going on with this design, bro? And is that robot? Is that metal spider arms?
Be pure.
And is that a cowboy hat on the top?
They will have
with diamonds on it. Like what am I looking at, bro?
Deemed impure.
What's the point of the metal chips in his body, bro? This motherfucker got 2 computer motherboards just lying on his back.
They will have a wish granted. If they are deemed
tied
impure,
up by water
however,
hoses,
they will be devoured alive. If you're tempted to introduce impure, however, pure, they will have a wish granted. If they are deemed impure, however, they will be devoured alive. If you're tempted to introduce yourself to the creature, your odds are not especially great. The creature has not encountered a single pure being yet. In order to protect the Foundation staff working in its vicinity,
so basically
the entrance to SCP-2427-3...
That's another way of saying that you're dead. You could just say that, bro, because no human... What human being is really pure, bro? Like any human being, or pretty much every human being at some point in time, had skeletons in their closet. Fuck it. I would even go as far to say every human being on the planet even has skeletons in their closet. Including me. Right? Anyways, back to the video.
Has been sealed off with a reinforced steel door.
Every human being has their own
windows have been paved over with concrete. Armed guards are watching the entrance at all times. The creature must be fed 1 live goat per day in order to keep its appetite satiated. The Foundation's goat budget is through the roof these days, but it's worth it to keep the thing contained. Better to spend money on goats now and not spend money on cannibalized personnel later. SCP-2427-4 consists not of an object located within a room, but the room itself. The room, which contains no furniture and a linoleum floor, has a peculiar effect on the human psyche. Once a person steps foot into the room, they lose consciousness for 5 minutes. During this time, they will speak freely, listing off a variety of negative qualities about themselves. Once they wake up, they have no memory of entering this state or anything that they said during it. It's cheaper than therapy, right? But it's also much weirder and less effective, so you get what you pay for in the end. A member of D-Class personnel who was observed inside of the room waxed poetic about his personal failings, beginning his monologue with, "My soul is a den of spiders," and ending it with, "Oh, here whence I awaken, hesitate not to feed my flesh and my soul to the judge beast." Somebody give this guy a hug. Because the room seems to have no adverse effects on human test subjects, except for causing everyone who hears their monologue a bit of discomfort. There are no containment procedures in effect for it at this time. We've had rooms, fire hydrants, and horrible meat-robot hybrids, and now...
I mean, at least that one you remain alive, right? At least nothing else terrible. That's probably like the most calmest thing that's so far throughout this entire video, bro. We got 2 objects that could kill you, bro. Essentially, house with no rhyme or reason to it. Even though the SCPs are contained inside this very house or building, whatever. It's a building, pretty much. It's a building, so yeah. But honestly, that room is probably the most calmest thing that has been throughout this entire video so far. And in a way, it's like receiving a free therapist. Except without a camera, you wouldn't know or realize what the hell you're saying, bro. You know?
Even trust the clouds.
You didn't even realize that you went unconscious.
SCP-2427-5 is a seemingly innocent cloud, hovering stationary over the building. When looked at by a human for more than 3 seconds, the cloud will eject a ball of solid lead towards the person at a supersonic speed.
Oh!
That's right, folks. This cloud can and will shoot you.
Bro, what?
It hates being observed, but it also hates when you try to leave the perimeter. It will attack any person attempting to leave by firing the same lead ball at them. So far, 14 personnel have been killed by this highly aggressive cloud.
What type of cloud is that, bro?
Thunderstorms and hail are the worst things clouds have to offer. So nice.
Imagine you just randomly looking up in the cloud and saying, "Ah, it's such a beautiful day," and you just see a freaking lead white ball just hurling at you, bro, like the speed of a bullet, bro. And you just like, what the hell just happened? Like, you just got whacked by it. You would think you got whacked by a snowball or something just falling out of the sky, bro. Like a giant snowball just hit you, bro, out of nowhere.
So no people in the
like
vicinity.
You wouldn't even process what the hell just happened, bro. Like, you just say it's a beautiful day, and you just on the ground, bro.
The cloud are permitted to look at it for more than 3 seconds at a time.
But you're most likely will be dead.
SCP-2427-6 is a series of 18 small trees spread throughout the instance of SCP-2427. Above ground, the trees look normal, though their species has proven surprisingly difficult to determine. From an external perspective, they are simply ordinary trees. However, radar analysis revealed that the roots of these trees are deeply strange. Instead of the usual twisting tree roots, the ground below these trees contains a mass in the shape of a human body. Much to the disgust of the observing researchers, these humanoid masses occasionally twitch and move, as if alive. The trees themselves appear to be growing from the crotch area of each humanoid figure. How's that for Hollywood? I know, I get it, bad joke. This arrangement between tree and person seems to be some kind of punishment, as each tree is—
So you're touching their wood. I know the joke was corny, but it had to be said, right? You're touching their wood.
Reading, the lecherous suffer what they must, and it is beautiful. Until it can be certain that the condition of these human roots is not contagious, these trees are to be treated as potential biohazards and isolated in individual containers. The final object in SCP-2427 currently categorized by the Foundation is SCP-2427-7. SCP-2427-7 is a pile of ashes and wood located just behind a posted sign that reads, "The Liar's Cradle." Extensive testing has been established that the Liar's Cradle was almost certainly used as a torture device in interrogations performed by the Brazen Heart. A person standing within the boundaries of the cradle, which encompasses the aforementioned circle of wood and ashes, is unable to lie without suffering the consequences. Namely, they will be set on fire. The nature of how exactly the Liar's Cradle works is not certain, and more research needs to be done on it. However, this much is known for sure. It contains no sentient intelligence. It is not aware of what it is doing. It does not kill its victims, rather it keeps them miraculously alive as it sets them on fire, prolonging their agony and allowing their interrogators to get the truth out of them. A series of experiments reveal that it only immolates a person who is knowingly lying. D-Class personnel give demonstrably false information to repeat in the cradle without knowledge of its falsehood were not set on fire. However, when those same D-Class personnel knowingly lied in the boundaries, they immediately were set ablaze. It is almost certain that the Brazen Heart cult used the cradle as a method of interrogating presumed liars in their midst.
Whoever is capping
Further
gets set on
investigation
fire.
will likely reveal human remains beneath the cradle itself, though this is just a hypothesis currently. But come on, there has to be some bones somewhere beneath something as ominous as the Liar's Cradle. Though they have only identified 7 anomalies inside SCP-2427 at the moment, there are plenty more lurking in there, waiting to be discovered. In the foyer of SCP-2427-2, the Foundation discovered an extremely ominous list of items.
Bro, how many of them are they gonna be, bro? Wait. I mean, I can see why the title is called A Thing Full of Stuff now. I can see it. It's just a bunch of random shit that could possibly kill you or hurt you, inflict damage to you some type of way, bro. Like, it's just a bunch of random shit that has a chance of killing you, bro.
Clearly belonging to members of the cult of
some of them will kill you, but
this list included some familiar items, such as Pilgrim provisions, also known as the canned beans and soup found in SCP-2427-2, a level 3 purity proctor, a purge engine disguised as a fire hydrant, and the Liar's Cradle. However, it also contained many things that have not yet been discovered, such as 1 slaughtering perseverance, 27 pyre children, 3 ascended cultivars, 7 supreme angelics, 9 dragons, and the Brazen Heart itself. Dr. Gordon McElroy, Site Director of Area 2427, put out a memo to all Level 4 and higher staff assigned to the area after the discovery of this list. Understandably, he was most concerned about the supreme angelics and the dragons, particularly the latter. The cult, as most cults are, is fond of deliberately obscure language, but you don't want to rule out the possibility they've got a fire-breathing lizard or 2 stashed away.
Charizard?
In the meantime, as the Foundation is working to better understand the contents of SCP-2427, the area has been sealed off to the public. A 500-meter perimeter.
That's a real Charmander that learned to move Ender. I swear, Ember. Sorry,
has been established around its entrance.
He knows Ember. That's a level. That's a level 12 Charizard.
It's only a matter of time before the rest of the anomalies on the list are discovered.
Imagine you could get your Charizard at level 12. That would be fire.
Even fuller.
You gotta be level 36
even
for that,
more stuff. Let's just hope none of it ever gets out, because if there are more of these addicts out there, who knows what else the Brazen Heart is hiding. Their little cult may not be as extinct as we thought. Now go check out SCP-1461 House of the Worm.
They got a lot of powers, bro. What the fuck? So is this a group of people that makes inanimate objects have these superpowers that could possibly wipe out humanity, bro? That shit is crazy, bro. And what the hell is SCP-1461, bro? Ooh, I kind of like that one on the right, bro. SCP Serpent's Hand. I might go ahead and react to that video, bro, on the right. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, y'all, that's gonna be the end of this reaction video. Hope you guys went ahead and enjoyed it, bro. Honestly, I don't know what the hell I just watched. I don't know what the hell I just watched, bro. But honestly, I feel like I need to know an original origin of this SCP, bro. It just sounds like there's a bunch of crazy lunatics that have the superpowers to turn inanimate objects into like crazy shit that could just wipe out humanity, bro. Honestly, these people that are in control, like the mastermind that made all these SCPs, they're a menace to society, bro. They need to get wiped out just off the face of the earth. They are a big menace to society, bro. Deadass, bro. They are menaces for sure, and I would not want to be anywhere next to them. Deadass, bro. Type down below in the comment section what other videos you guys want me to react to next, bro. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you get a notification of when I post my next video. And also don't forget to hit that like button as well for the YouTube algorithm, bro. Like I always say, the more likes that we get on videos, the more people will be able to see these lit reactions, bro. So do not forget to hit that like button as well, bro. I love you guys, bro. I'ma see y'all boys later. This is Bossy. Peace out. I'm off this, bro.